Hello YouTube, welcome to Jen's home. I'm Jen and I'm at home. Shocker. No, I did go out this morning. I had to go get some blood work done for the doctor's appointment, which was yesterday. Doctor sounds optimistic. He wants to see where everything's sitting, and I also had an x-ray, so we're going to see what the radiology technician says about that. So, I asked for questions. Hen Feather Homestead actually sent me one. Thank you so much. Here's your answer. Well, here's your question first. She says, are you doing any kind of preparedness for financial collapse, tornadoes, loss of job, etc.? Can you share if you do, or what top plans you make to start becoming prepared? So, I'm going to start from the beginning. When you want to start becoming prepared, start with yourself. Duh. I would say look into yourself. Look what you need, okay? There's 3 categories: need, want, and hopes, okay? Look what you need. Basic building blocks of life: shelter, clothing, food, water. Those things are things you need, okay? You have to have them for life. Things that you want. You want the pretty house, and you want chickens, and you want fancy shoes, and that designer purse. Those are wants. Things that you hope to obtain. Winning the lottery. Hey, don't we all? But it's a hope. Hope to retire early. Of your own choice. Those are the things that you need to look at. So, they fall into categories. Finance. Those are things everybody has to have some sort of income. Okay? Whether you're one of these large, huge YouTube channels that makes a living off of YouTube. I don't make a living off of YouTube. I am in forced retirement. I live off of Social Security and my husband's paycheck. You need to look at your finances. Get them straightened out. Figure out where you can trim the fat, as they say. We've trimmed our fat. Okay? We don't have cable. I don't need a cable bill because everything that I watch is either on Netflix, Hulu, Sling, or you can pay for the little channels by themselves. We have Apple TV. We invested in Apple TV. And it was a one-time shot. I'm not paying a $300 cable bill every month, or a $200 cable, or whatever the cable bills are nowadays. I don't pay it. I don't need it. I don't want it. Our big bills are our truck payment is our biggest bill. And then I think followed by insurances. And we have car insurance, we have motorcycle insurance, and we have homeowners insurance. Okay? Health insurance comes directly out of my husband's paycheck. Yeah. Oh, and life insurance. We actually have that. That also comes out of his paycheck directly. What we want, our dream has always been to have a small B&B with a Boy Scout camp. Now, I want it more than just Boy Scouts. I want Girl Scouts, and I want 4-H people to be able to come up and spend some time and learn some basic survival skills, or learn to have fun outdoors, because our society is really tending towards everybody staying in and playing on video games. I don't like it. My kids have always been restricted with video games until they got into their teens, and then they got to make their choices, but they're still required to do certain things. Like, our kids always had to play sports. My oldest just thanked me for that. Youngest, yeah, he's still on the fence, but he loves to play soccer. So he's always outside playing soccer, or when he comes home, he goes on to his video games. Don't like that? He's not allowed on it until after he gets his chores done. I'm a mean mom. I make my kids do chores. So wants. We want that large acreage so we can have the camp and maybe a small B&B. We hope to someday have that. We are working towards it. We are putting money away. We are improving the house that we have. We are preparing to move there. We have a low I want to say we have a low grocery bill, but we buy everything. I don't have anything that I make at the house except for some herbs. Okay, I've only had an herb garden here, and it's been very basic. Um, when my kids were little, we had a small garden, a small, and I mean small. Uh, this year, the garden that I'm planting, it's definitely bigger than anything that I've ever actually done without assistance, without the help of friends and family. And this is back when I was a teenager. Okay, I was working with a community gardener at that point and working in the community garden. So the next step would be see what you can do right now. Okay, like I can plant a garden. So I'm going to plant a garden. I'm going to start a garden to help us start preparing for canning season and then doing canning and things. We write down what we want or what we eat and what we get at the grocery store every week. So I know this time last year I was stocking up on potatoes because of the fact that I'm going to make a whole bunch of mashed potatoes with Easter dinner. And we stock up on things seasonally. We keep track of that, keep organized. We plan for the future. You know, I know that this Easter, I don't know if we're going to be here or not. I don't know if we're going to be home because our son graduates boot camp right before Easter. I mean, like the Thursday before Easter. Our youngest son actually leaves for Europe the next day, that Friday, Good Friday. He leaves for Europe. He's going to Europe for 14 days, for 12 days. So yeah, we don't know if we're going to be here or not. Kind of hoping we are, but we'll see what happens. Plan for the future. You know, those are things that you got to look for. That's a hope. Plan is hope. We all need hope. So we will be doing canning this year. Okay, now I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do canning. Like I need jars and I need the canner, and I'm gonna have to find my grandmother's recipes. So I have to contact my mother about her canning stuff because she used to can. I used to can with her when I was little. My mother, I don't think has ever canned a day in her life. But that's okay because we always, we always made sure that we actually had store-bought canned goods, and that's what my family's used to. It's not the freshest, but it's what we could afford at the time, and it's what I had the knowledge of doing at the time. So now we're looking at more of canning our own food because we can and we want to, and we like the taste of that kind of stuff because we have friends that sell me things. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, we pay attention to what we spend our money on. We pay attention to our environment to make sure that, we have a generator because of the fact that every year during the winter, at some point, we lose power for a significant amount of time. One winter, it was 3 days. Most of it is usually within an 8-hour period. This year, I think our long spell was 2.5 hours, and that was cold. Now the generator will run everything in our house, but we heat by wood. Okay, and when that wood heater is going and I'm home, I have to walk all the way downstairs. I can't do that. It hurts too much, and especially since, you have to check it every 2 to 3 hours. The next house is going to be one level. A wood burning stove is going to be on that level. It's going to be centrally located so that it heats the whole house. Yeah, I can't do it, so I end up hiding in our bedroom, which actually has a heat source. Oh, excuse me, something's in my eye. So I end up doing things in our bedroom because it's the only warm room in our house. But yeah, being prepared is the motto of the Boy Scouts. And having 2 Boy Scouts in my house, my husband was a Boy Scout leader, I had to set an example. So we do prepare. We do, if SHTF actually happened, yeah, we'd probably be up a creek without a paddle. but we wouldn't be as far up the creek as everybody else. As a lot of people we know, I should say. We know a lot about basic survival skills because we teach it. We do, you know, our kids are well versed on all kinds of different things that my son in boot camp laughs because he wrote to us saying, Mom, some of the things that these people don't understand as basic concepts are laudable. I was very proud of him. He used the word laudable. But yeah, no, just how to start a fire. How many people can do that? I can think of 6 different ways that I can start a fire right now. Can you? So, please leave me more comments and questions. I love answering questions. Sorry this went so long. I rambled a little bit. So please like and subscribe. Share. You can share my videos. I have no problem being out there. Yeah. Oh, dinner tonight is pork chops. Yay! One of my husband's favorites. Last night's dinner really didn't happen because I was at the doctor's office for 4 hours. Yeah, we didn't have dinner well, I had leftovers. My husband had cheese, crackers, and summer sausage. But this is like one of his favorite things to eat for dinner. It's easy. But tonight we're having pork chops. Mashed potatoes and green beans. I'm so excited. But yeah, nope, that's what we're looking forward to for tonight. Tomorrow, I'll hop on the scale. I'm cringing. I'll hop on the scale, see what happens. And for housework today, I did my dishes. I was gonna throw in some laundry, but decided against it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I swept the floors. Floors got swept, so that's cool. And I've been looking at the weather. The weather's looking pretty good for next week, so hopefully seeds starting next week. Ooh, that'll be fun. So I will talk to all of you later, and you guys have a great day.